What's up, people? The weekend box office is in. The numbers are in, and Black Adam is at $250 million worldwide. So let's get into it.
Here we go.
And here I go. And just in case it's your first time visiting my channel, I need you to do this for me, people. Subscribe. Yes, subscribe. I need your subscribership, bro. I am trying to get to 1,600. I can only do that with your help. Also, hit that notification bell because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. Also, give me that thumbs up. Hit it, smash it, do whatever you need to, but make sure you click on that thumbs up because that helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, leave me a comment because any comment that you leave, I really and truly try to read and respond back to you in a timely fashion. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Black Adam, I'm telling you, man, that's one of the things I love to
My
see.
son sacrificed his life to save.
It is definitely looking like it's doing well in the theaters, in the box office, and I'm glad to see that. Of course, we know that there have been some negative things said about this particular movie, and I'm not going to get into that, but we know that without a shadow of a doubt, The Rock is doing his thing. I think this is definitely going to be what we need to get the DCU back on the right course. The Rock said in a recent interview that he is trying to give the people what they want, and the Rotten Tomato scores reflect that. Rotten Tomato scores in the 40s, they probably already plummeted down to the 30s now. But Rock, the people's champ, he has delivered on what he said. This is a movie that we want to see. It's very simple. The analogy I use is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So that's what he did. The plot, hey, basically the plot is he is a slave that was bestowed the powers of Shazam, not by the actual wizards, but by his son, who was the act of love, gave him his powers, and he became Black Adam. He became Black Adam out of revenge. He became Black Adam because his people were being held down. His son was killed unjustly, and he is just taking matters into his own hands. Now the box off the money used to make this film, the budget for the film was $195 million. So basically, we're gonna run out of 200 million. It needs to make about $600 million to make its money back. And in my opinion, it's going to be a success. If it makes some of that, then it may be categorized into a flop, which I don't think it is. But just by the metrics of it, just by the criteria, if it doesn't make its money back, it's going to be technically called a flop. I don't think it's going to do that. But you got something coming up, boy, that's getting a lot of reviews, a lot of good reviews, and that's Black Panther 2. I've seen some of the clips. I'm not one of these ones that hate spoilers. I've seen certain scenes of Black Panther, and it looks pretty good to me. My theory, and then what I'm hearing that is possibly true. I don't know for certain. This is possibly true about Black Panther, that he's going to have a son in the unseen credit by his love interest, Wapanda, or whatever her name is. And his son is going to be named T'Challa. I've heard that, and I've also said that many moons ago. I have the receipts. I have the video to show where I predicted that. So I hope that is true, because if it is, I'm going to be like, yes, I told you. But anyway, getting back to Black Adam. The Rock came out with his promise saying he's going to deliver. He also made statements that him and Henry Cavill are going to try and collaborate. We might possibly see a Superman versus Black Adam versus Shazam, which in my opinion would be fire. And also we're going to try and see that Man of Steel too. Let's keep our fingers crossed. One thing I saw interesting in a recent interview by Henry Cavill is that he said he was allowed to pick the suit that he wanted to wear in the end scene credit of Black Adam. To me, that's very interesting. He could have picked any suit he wanted to, but he picked the suit that he was wearing. But to me, that's just maybe possible hope, a glimmer, a little piece, small piece of hope that maybe Zack Snyder might get back into this one day, which to me would be fire. I love the way Zack Snyder films his stuff, shows the slow motion, slow motion, cape movement, all that stuff. I like 300, one of my favorite movies. So if Zack Snyder comes back in the fold, along with David Zaslav and with Mike Nunn, Mike Gunn, Mike Gunn, yeah, Mr. Gunn, then I think we get a recipe for something that's going to be fantastic. So let's keep fingers crossed, toes crossed, prayers, whew, whatever you want to call it. Let's keep that. Let's keep hope alive. Let's keep the Zack Snyder dream alive. And maybe one day, like Vince McMahon says, never say never. If it makes dollars and it makes sense, we might see it. So, like you said, The Rock said it. He wants to be a consultant. So if they listen to The Rock might be on the side of pulling Zack Snyder back in this thing that's making this stuff work. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Thank you all for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, second week, Rock made $250 million worldwide. Let's see if he can get to that $600-700 million mile mark. Like I said, he got a giant coming behind him in the form of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So until next time, take it easy. Keep rocking with me. Peace.